welcome to Planning with Ellie and happy Tutorial Tuesday. Today I'm going to be sharing with you guys how to make your own traveler's notebook. I've been super excited about this video for a really long time. I just haven't had the courage to do it. I'm not sure why. It's kind of one of those things where, you know, it could be a hit or miss when making a traveler's notebook. But this is my version of it, and you guys know I like to try to use the easiest methods as possible. One, because I don't like to make it hard on myself. I don't like to spend a whole lot of time making the actual craft. Instead, I like to spend more time decorating it. That's just me. But again, I am not a pro at this. I'm sure there's a lot of videos out there that show you professionally how to make a traveler's notebook, but this is my way and I hope you guys enjoy it. So let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so if you guys remember, I shared with you guys this one that I created, and this is the only one I've made so far. So it was a long time ago, and it has a little elastic band right there, and it is laminated. I used a pocket from the Target dollar spot just to kind of, you know, add little note cards or whatever I want to put, and I just decorated it with a bow. I think it looks really cute. I added some vellum. I added a notebook from the Dollar Tree, and this was a set of 3, so I added all 3 of them. As you can see, I have not used it yet, just because I don't know what I'm going to use it for. I just wanted to try to make it myself. And then I made another insert with a pocket that goes diagonally, and it holds like little cards. And then here is the other notebook. And then here is another insert, and this one has another Target dollar spot pocket, so these have come in handy for me. Here's another notebook, and here is the back of the TN, and it is not, this one is not double-sided, but the one I'm gonna do today, I'm gonna attempt to do double-sided, and it does have 3 elastic bands. I don't remember how I did that, but I'm gonna try to remember, so hopefully this works out the way I want it to. But here we go. So that's the one I made, and the inserts that I'm going to be using are the ones from Michaels. You guys have seen me haul these before, and these were a haul from my most recent purchase. I went to Michaels on Sunday, and I have that haul filmed for you guys already, but I wanted to pull these out, you know, to do this video. But you guys will see these in my haul. I'll probably post that one maybe Wednesday or Friday, I'm not sure yet, depending on what I'm gonna do on Friday. But here are the little notebooks. As you can see, this one is like a grid, and then this one is just plain paper. And what I wanted to show you guys is that this is a pocket size Mommy Hey Traveler's notebook, and these books from Michaels fit perfect. So I love that, because then you don't have to worry about going to Etsy and, you know, buying inserts, you know. And I'm not trying to throw any shade to people who buy on Etsy. It's just that, you know, for me, I can't really afford it right now. I like to go the cheapest way possible, and these notebooks allow me to do that. So as you can see, you get your full week in 2 pages, and then I added another book, and then I added another book. So I decided to do 2 books, and the reason why I bought this one is because I want to add one more book. If you want to use it throughout the whole year, you're probably going to need 3 books to do your calendar. And then this one has a grid, and this one has plain paper. But yeah, so I just wanted to show you guys that in case you have pocket-sized traveler's notebooks and you've been wanting to buy inserts, these are on clearance, or they were on clearance on Sunday when I bought them for $3.47 at Michaels. So again, a great way to buy inserts for your traveler's notebooks. That way you don't have to be waiting on Etsy. But okay, let's go ahead and get started. So here is the paper that I'm going to be working with, and I already did this one because I'm going to do it double-sided. So I'm going to show you the process of how I did the other one. And you're also going to be needing some elastic bands, Depending, you might need a needle and some thread. You're also gonna need some tape, some like regular Scotch tape. If you have something that's not too sticky, then even better. And I also have, sorry about that, I couldn't find it. I also have this little tool right here, and you can find this in the jewelry section. I picked this up at Michael's on Sunday as well. Sorry for showing you guys in advance, but it has a pointy tip, and again, this is in the jewelry section. It was somewhere around $4, but you can use the 40% coupon. And I got this. What I used last time was a needle, and that was a bit harder, so I'm hoping this will work a lot better. It's gonna be the first time I try it. You're also gonna need a scoreboard, if anything, or you can always use the ruler method like I've shown you guys before, and a paper trimmer to trim down your paper to size. Okay, so the first thing that we are going to do is we are basically just gonna go ahead and trace this, but the way I did this one, and I'm gonna show you, you know, from scratch, because I want to make sure that you guys know exactly my process for this. You're always gonna start with the opening of the notebook at the edge of your paper, because you don't want to measure with the folded line. So just put it as close as possible. And depending, if you want to leave room, you know, depending, like if you want to leave room up top, you can. You don't have to. I like my TNs to be, you know, nice and fitted, but again, that is up to you. Just remember to leave a little bit of space. And so now that you have both lines, you're gonna go ahead and take your paper trimmer. Alright, so now that you cut off that extra piece, you're gonna go ahead and measure again one more time to make sure that everything is nice and even. Okay, perfect. And so obviously this piece is long and we need to trim it down. So what I did is I just grabbed 4 stacks of books, because I think that's how thick I want it to be. And you're gonna go ahead and lay them down. And for this, you want to leave just a tiny little space, for the reason that whenever you fold paper down, it kind of shrinks, I guess you can say. But let me see if I can do this with, there we go. Okay, and then you're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. But this is, and again, this is how I do it. I'm not measuring or anything like that. I just kind of like eyeball everything, and this is just my way of doing it. This is just how I taught myself to do it. Okay, so now that you have both lines, you're gonna have to score these 2 lines right here. And because I already have my lines, I'm not gonna worry about like where it lands. I always go over it like 3 times just because I want to make sure that my crease is good. Okay, and that should be good enough, so I'm going to move my scoreboard to the side. And now what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and take your books. So now that I have both papers, I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna use it to mark my lines. And hopefully that fits. This one we're gonna have to fold the opposite direction. And as you can see, it looks like it's gonna fit great. So you can go ahead and trim that down. Sorry if I did that fast. And then you should have 2 sheets. So as you can see, one is folded outwards and one is folded inwards so that you can double side it. Now as you see, there's an opening right there and I'm not sure why that happened, but I'm gonna measure out my books. And yeah, it's a little too long, so I'm gonna have to trim it down. And this is what happens when you do things freehand, because the measurements aren't perfect. Okay, so now we can measure that again, and hopefully this time it worked. So you have your first cover, and then you have your second cover, which looks like I'm gonna have to also cut. Yeah. One more trim and then we can start with the elastic part. Okay, perfect guys. So now it's good. As you can see, both edges are nice and even. My middle is nice and even. I'm gonna put my books in there one more time to see how that looks. And that's what that looks like. Pretty cool, huh? So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna laminate this, but before I laminate this, I'm gonna go ahead and mark my holes to where I want them to be. And you're gonna make 2 holes at the bottom, 2 holes at the top, and 1 hole in the middle. I am gonna have to adhere this on there because I don't want it to come off when I'm putting my holes in. Did it work? Yeah, it worked. Okay, perfect. So now I can adhere this. Now I can adhere this too. Okay, so that's what your book looks like at this point. And you're just gonna go slightly above. And as you can see, that pokes really nice through there. It worked great. I love this. And then I'm gonna make one more right across from it. Perfect, so you have two of them. Again, not perfect, but I really don't mind. This little tool worked amazing. Last time I was struggling because like I told you guys, I was using the needle, and that was a little bit harder to push through. And then we're gonna do one in the middle. Let me see if I can measure this out right here somewhere. So this looks like it's about maybe somewhere over here. Again, just eyeballing it, guys. Perfect, so now you have 2 holes on top, 1 hole in the middle, and then 2 holes in the bottom. Okay, so now what you're gonna do is you're gonna go ahead and laminate this. If there is anything that you wanna use to decorate, now would be the point to do so, because once you laminate it, as far as your front cover, once you laminate it, then you could decorate it still from the outside, but if there's anything, you know, flat that you wanna use, I was thinking of using a doily. But I don't know how that's gonna laminate good, so I'm just gonna leave it as is, and then I'll probably just decorate the cover from the outside, but we'll see. Alright guys, so this is what it looks like laminated, and I'm gonna go ahead and cut everything, but remember you wanna leave a little bit of edge because you don't wanna cut through the part that's sealed, because otherwise it's just gonna open back up on you, but I'm gonna go ahead and do that right now. Alright, perfect. So I went ahead and I cut everything, and it looks really good. Everything feels nice and sealed. And what you want to do too is just kind of like round your corners a little bit, because you don't want to cut yourself. This laminating paper can be pretty sharp. So just do a quick round edge on each of the corners. And you don't have to laminate it if you don't want to, but I think the laminating gives it a better look. Now the only thing is going to be folding everything in. You're going to go back in and punch your holes now that you know where they go. Alright guys, so what you're going to do is you're going to take your elastic band and you're going to cut a good amount off. You're going to need 1, 2, and 1 more. Okay, so then at this point you're going to go ahead and try to see if you can fit your elastic through here without needing to use the needle. Just push in as much as you can. And then you're always going to work from the inside, so that you can't see any like like any, I guess you can say, like mistakes or anything like that. Like this one, I should have pushed to the inside. There we go. And you're just gonna loop it across. You're gonna, again, make your hole bigger. Stretch it out. You're gonna poke your hole in. Put it in. Remember, you're not going down, you're just going across from each other. Okay, so you go in, across, down through the inside, and tie your knot. Again, I'm pretty sure there's like easier ways, but this is just how I'm doing mine. And I like to do 2 loops just in case, you know, I want to make sure everything is nice and secure. And then you can cut off about that much because you don't need all that. And now you have 2 loops. Depending on how many books you want to add, you can go ahead and add another string. I guess I'll show you guys that way in case you want to do it yourselves, you can. Again, you're gonna push through. Hopefully it'll fit. Alright, so what I did is I just made the hole slightly bigger, and I'm holding this down to give this room to go in through. And now you're gonna do the same thing with the other one. Just try not to go like extremely deep if you're so close to the edge, because you don't want to rip through your paper either. And then you're just going down to your other hole. Let's see if that'll fit through. Perfect. And then you're going this way. Let's see if that fits through. Sorry if you hear voices outside, the windows are open. Okay, sorry about that. I had to try to get it in. Okay, and you're gonna go ahead and do the same thing. Tie your knots. This is kind of a long video, guys, but I hope you enjoy it, and I definitely do hope that you find this helpful for those of you guys that are new to making traveler's notebooks and that are interested in doing so, because, you know, I want you guys to be able to look at this video and be like, oh yes, I know how to do that. So now I have to make this one bigger. You can also use tape if that helps. Pull that one through as much as you can. Oh wait, I think I'm doing this one wrong. Okay, no, yeah, that's right. So like I was showing you guys, you put both strings through. So you got the ends right here, and then you have the loop in the middle. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna close this. And that's pretty much about where you want your thing to be. So you're gonna go ahead and tie the knot. And this is an elastic, so it'll stretch even so. And do one more. Again, I just like to make sure that it gets in there nice. Okay, now I'm gonna cut my extra string off. And you should have your books. So now we're gonna go ahead and put in our books. I'm not gonna decorate this or do any inserts, just because I wanted, the whole purpose of this was just to show you guys how to add, you know, your strings and how to make the books. But I'll probably have fun decorating this after I'm done. I'm kind of excited with the way it turned out. I'm gonna do the notes. And we'll just put this one, say for now, just so that you guys can see how it turns out. And there you go. So you have all 4 books, and now you close your tin, and there you go, guys. You have a perfect traveler's notebook. Again, it is a little bit harder with the double-sided paper. I don't know if I'll do that again, because as you can see, it's a little like bulky. I think I like the way this one lays nice and flat, and it's because it's only 1 paper. Well, that's it, guys. Other than that, that's how you make a traveler's notebook. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave it in the comments down below and let me know if you're gonna try to recreate your own. You know what to do. Give this video a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Follow me on Instagram at @LD_planwithme. I love you all, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.